right?
Uh, yes, I think absolutely. I've always thought it's very hard to date somebody in the business because our business is so tough. I mean, can you imagine dating another podcaster? It's so
Yeah.
hard, so competitive. I know.
Listen, if you're a man in the business and you're an actor like Ryan Felipe, who is still fucking hot as hell, and you date Reese Witherspoon, it's sorry, your woman will always be more sick. There's no actor out there other than maybe George Clooney, Brad Pitt. I mean, there are some, but very few that can meet the wealth and success and powerhouse and the business that is Reese Witherspoon. So it's great when and she even says, she's like, you are my genius. She calls him a genius. He went to like Harvard. No, she looks at him like, I can't compete. Like, what? You're like a rocket scientist, genius. He gives her investment advice. He knows more about investments. It's a perfect match. I'm all for it. So I hope Garcella's found that he seems
I
really attractive, nice.
I'm here for it too. I like it. Good combo so far. I mean, how do we know? We don't really know him. Don't know their dynamic, but they look good together.
They look good together. We'll talk about this. Sheena Shea and Mr. Madrigal. We've had a little smackdown or something between Peter and Sheena.
Our friend Peter, I think he's done with everybody now. He's made an official announcement. Quote me is basically what he said. He dropped in the social media post. So our friend Peter, we actually should get Peter back on, do a little update because,
Seriously.
well, yeah, because I think Peter knows a lot about the new cast of Vanderpump, but Peter is not going to be in it now, as far as I know, which I think has been very devastating for Peter because
Mhm.
he was led to believe he was going to be part of that cast.
I could
And
have told you that wasn't going to happen.
well, now you can tell Peter to his
I
face,
got to
but
tell him.
because he thought, I mean, he legit works there. But of course, they're looking for a younger dynamic, right? They're looking for the next gen NYC. So he's not going to be a part of it. I'm not totally surprised by this because the last time I saw Peter anyway, I think the only people he sort of saw was like maybe Sandoval a bit. But he was sort of done with Sandoval, done with Schwartz, hated Jax, never talked to Raquel again. Ariana, he would kind of see the girls at the sandwich shop because they're right next door. Are you shocked?
No, he posted, I don't like any old cast of VPR anymore. We do not talk. The only person I will still, I mean, he is just like sucking on Lisa Vanderpump's teat. The only person that I will still support is Lisa Vanderpump. She deserves respect and made us all famous from nothing. Certain people seem to thrive on TV, but now blame her years later for attention. Pathetic. Quote me. And then they quoted him and he said, okay, thank God they got the quote right. And, Sheena then fired back, releasing what is it? Releasing DMs or that or texts that they've exchanged where he said, "Can you come on my podcast?" And she's like, "Look, it's really busy. Oh, Peter, you need the podcast course from David or the podcast course from Sarah. Like,
Yes.
this is baby. This is what happens." Like Sheena's like, after the book tour, of course, it's like, oh, Peter, she's not coming after the book tour, honey. Like this is a no. She's just being nice. She's like, but call Mark and like, look, I get it. It's just this is why you can't have friends in the business. All my public falling outs in the business, it doesn't work. A wise woman named Sarah Fraser once told me, well,
Say
not you.
it.
You
Say it.
want, no, well, okay, a couple of things. You said it's not show friends, it's show business.
Up my whole
But
body.
you also told me, like all the people that I have fallen out with, that have podcasts. This is a real podcast here. Theirs is like nothing. So, as you say, when one person is busy, this is what you told me. When it's true, when one person, if two people like, listen, I like here, this is an example. I'm friends with Allison Dubois. We go days, we go months, we go weeks without talking. Why is that? Because Allison has a life. She has a thriving, like when two people are each very, very busy, nobody gets mad at each other. In the business, when one person is just not as busy, not as many opportunities, is lagging behind, they do take it out on the other person who's just getting their own bag. It's like, it's really hard. You have to be matched. Jennifer Aniston and Jason Bateman, really good friends for years. They're both doing their own thing.
Booked and
You
busy.
you told me this. These are not my words.
Yeah, well, it's hard. I mean, you have to have somebody that, yeah, they're booked and busy. They understand the business. They're treating it as a business concept, you know?
Why
It's
don't I get mad at people? Because I don't know what fucking day it is. I just want to go away for 9 months and sleep. So when you're busy, you don't get mad at other people because you're so fucking busy. You're like, okay, opportunity A that mattered at 9:01. By 9:03, we have another drama. And by 9:04, we have another opportunity. It's like there's no time. So I feel for Peter, but like when Sheena's like, I don't blame her, but I read that text and I'm like, Peter, she's not coming on your podcast. She's turning you over to somebody named Mark. What do,
well,
what do you
you might
think?
have been talking to Madrigal this yourself. No, I think look, I think you're right. Obviously, Peter has Reality Network. My show is carried on that, my YouTube
Oh,
content. And look, if I were Peter, I would just go so hard against all of them, you know, like support Lisa Vanderpump. But I think I think Peter's trying to find his way with that network and find unique content. But you got to do some really outside, outlandish content to stand out now because you're competing with so many people. It's on Roku, Reality Network. Love Peter.
and
I mean,
I
great
don't, yeah.
platform, but yeah, Peter should just go completely anti Vanderpump. He ought to do a recap of the new Vanderpump, call people out, do it till you get fired from Sir. Who cares? And then just use that, dump it all on Reality Network, your Roku show, your Roku channel.
I agree. Like, just review
Go
the
all
valley, right? Go all out, trash them. Like, I don't know if Peter, like, listen, I like Peter. I'm not saying, I'm just trying to give
in. Very
him, it's not even tough love. It's like, this is just the reality. You're not going to, I could have told you you're not going to be on the new show. The new show is going to be people that are like 18 to 22 that are all size zero and bodybuilders and perfect bodies and fucking each other and broke and popcorn ceilings and air conditioners falling out of
Look,
out of the
and he
window.
said that I didn't think it was that out of left field. Did we think Jax was going to be back on our screen on a hit show 5 years later? I mean, we didn't really foresee that coming. Like, I sometimes the people, I mean, did we envision Ariana being the host of the biggest dating show on television in the world? I mean, no, like, it wasn't, it kind of to me made sense. Like, okay, here's Peter, this sort of sleeper that ends up still being on reality TV because he genuinely is the manager at Sir, one of the managers. But um, they obviously didn't. I think because they just don't want, I don't think it's Peter so much as they don't want the connection with the old cast. They want to completely cut ties. You know, Peter's privy to, I'm sure, what everybody on VPR, the old cast, was making. So I'm sure Peter's not going to do it for what this new cast is going to do. So there's problem one. You know, they want to pay people now what TLC pays their people, which is like $3,000 an episode. So
You
that's
have
peanut compared to VPR, what Peter probably made back in the day.
you got good points. I mean, did I have on my bingo card that 12 years later, Miss Gretchen Rossi would be back on our
Oh my
TVs with
God.
Slade? Did we ever think Rachel Zoe would be a real housewife of Beverly Hills? What's old is new. So to your point, you got it. Alexis Bellino. I mean, she's gone, but last season, you're right. You're right about
I
all
mean,
this.
no, I
By the
know.
way, now we didn't see anything, but there is this mini teaser going around on social where you see the word "sir," and then you hear a voiceover, Lisa Vanderpump. She's like, "The faces may be different, but my rules, they're still the same." And then she opens the door and hangs a help wanted sign. Cue the Vanderpump music. She's like, "See you soon." So this is, listen, the
Uh,
producer, a producer talked about the producer gave she said, trust me, just bear with us. There's no Stassi, there's no Josh, like, just bear with us. Look, I think next gen is an indication that Vanderpump 2.0 can do for Bravo what next gen has done. This is it. It's happened, Sarah. We are We're out.
Happened.
You and me, we're out. Nobody wants to see us on TV. It's back to 1995, and everyone on our TV is going to be 18 to 24, apparently. Apparently, that's where Bravo Next Gen is like it brought in, it's the most talked about show, I think, ever on TikTok. I think.
Really?
I
Next
read
gen?
something
Wow.
because of the kids, and it brought in young people to Bravo.
Okay, well, they're thrilled about that. They need that.
Thrilled. Well, I think for Vanderpump 2.0, if these same people that have discovered Next Gen, who don't know the difference between a Vicky Gunvalson, because I mean, who the fuck, and this new generation knows who Vicky is, versus like a fucking Gina Keogh, I think they might say, "What is this show, Vanderpump?" They never saw Stassi. They don't know who Jax is. They didn't grow up with a Kristen Doty. But they'll say, "Well, these people seem hot," and it is possible that this whole like there are people watching Next Gen that don't really know Teresa, that don't really know Meredith. I mean, they know Brooks. They know. I mean, this
Yeah.
we're old. I mean, they know this is what they know. They're like, "Oh, hi, Mary. Oh, hi, Teresa. Wait, you're Gia's mom, right?" Like there is a generation that did not grow up with Sandoval and Schwartz that may discover a bunch of young people fucking on TV after watching Next Gen. They might even be on the same damn fucking night. You watch Next Gen and it rolls right into Vanderpump. It is possible that these young people could find this show and say, "Wow, this old British lady is really funny." And who is she? But I really care about that hot bartender there. And why is he screwing over his girlfriend for the other
It'll be
waitress?
very interesting to see because I've always had a theory that, the Housewives franchise anyway really doesn't work without the OGs, which is why we're going back into the pool for Gretchen,
Hmm.
for where Denise made appearances last time,
Hmm.
where everybody that is old is new again. Jax, the Valley, I mean, maybe two things can be true. Maybe we can launch some of these new shows and attract a younger audience, but these other shows that people like us have grown up with, they need the OGs.
Yeah.
And speaking of OGs, next episode, I gotta hear all your take on Vicky and the Parasite. Because and actually, I may have to agree with Vicky.
About what? What is there to agree
Parasite
with?
in Morocco. I have a
Oh,
cousin that went to Morocco and something similar happened. Now I'm like, I don't think I'm going to Morocco.
I went to Morocco, knock on wood. I'm fine. It was a long time ago.
I don't know, dude. I know
It
well,
wasn't it wasn't my favorite place in the world that I've been.
everybody says that. And no, I have a cousin that also ended up with like a parasite from Morocco and like some sort of um anyway, by the way, we didn't even set this story up because basically Vicky, we'll talk about this next episode, but Vicky Gumbelson is backing up Brandy Glanville's claim about the parasite and is giving an update on Brandy's parasite, like if she still has it. And anyway, I have a Morocco story, but I'll
And
let you know.
and you know what I want to talk about next time? I want
Okay.
to talk about Sheena, Lala, and Tom Sandoval heading to the valley because there's Easter eggs. So we got